Mystery 3: The Missing Ribbon. Coach Deb was in a terrible mood and a great mood at the same time. The terrible part? The relay championship ribbon she pinned above the team photo back in July was gone. Pulled clean off the bulletin board outside her office sometime during the 7 o'clock to 8:30 a.m. open swim. Office unlocked. Hallway empty. No camera. Just a pushpin left behind and a coach who wanted answers. The great part? It had actually been a pretty good morning. Marcus had finally finished a full 50 meters without stopping. A little kid named Poppy had touched the bottom of the deep end for the very first time. And somebody had slipped a thank you card under Coach Deb's office door that she hadn't even finished reading yet. She told the whole story to the front desk volunteer while Tyler and Amelia stood there waiting to ask her questions. Then she remembered the ribbon and got upset again. Amelia wrote everything down. Tyler looked at the empty bulletin board. The pushpin was still there. Suspect 1. Jordan. Anchor of the relay team. Fastest individual split. And she'll tell you that herself. Had been saying since July that the posted ribbon should have been hers. Signed in at 8:05, directly inside the window. Came through the east entrance, which runs right past the bulletin board. Said she went straight to lane 4 without stopping. Suspect 2. Cassie. Lead-off swimmer on the same relay team. Has her own ribbon at home, but her little sister cried about not getting one. Had quietly been trying to figure something out for weeks. On Tuesday, said she slept in and stayed home all morning. Not on the sign-in sheet. Her brother saw her at breakfast, but couldn't say when she left. The meeting. At lunch, Amelia sat down next to Cassie. Landon took the seat next to Jordan. Tyler sat across from all of them. Clark dropped his tray at the end of the table, looked straight at Cassie, and said, "No alibi, didn't sign in, obviously her, case closed." He didn't know why they were even still talking about it. Landon asked Jordan to walk him through the morning, what she saw coming in, whether anything looked different near the office hallway. Jordan said she'd been running late, had her headphones in, and honestly wasn't paying attention to anything until she hit the water. Landon leaned back and nodded slowly, like he was filing that away. Amelia asked Cassie if she'd heard about the ribbon before lunch. Cassie said yeah, a friend had texted her, and it was such a shame, because she was actually in a really good mood today. She smiled and said, "Really?" After seeing the look on Poppy's face when she touched the bottom of that pool, how could she not be? Landon said that was awesome. Jordan said she'd heard about that too. Clark looked at Jordan for a long second. Then he pointed at her and said, "Actually, headphones in, not paying attention, walks right past the board." Now that he thought about it, it was obviously Jordan, and he had a feeling about her basically from the start. Tyler hadn't said a single word the entire lunch. He looked at Amelia. A slow smile crossed his face. Amelia was already closing her notebook. "Your turn." Was it A? Or was it B? Pause the video right now if you think you know. Take your best guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The solve. Tyler waited until the table started clearing out. Then he turned to Cassie and asked her one question. He asked her what Poppy's face looked like. Cassie started to answer. Then she stopped. The table went quiet. She looked at Tyler, then at Amelia, then at her own hands. Cassie opened her mouth, closed it, looked down, then said her sister had really wanted one, just to have one. She wasn't going to keep it. She just wanted her sister to have one. Nobody said anything. Tyler nodded once. Amelia opened her notebook back up. Landon picked up his tray and said someone should probably go talk to Coach Deb. From the end of the table, already halfway out of his seat, Clark said he just wanted everyone to know that he'd had a feeling about Cassie from the very beginning, and he didn't know what had taken everyone else so long. Nobody responded. They never did. The answer. It was Cassie. Here's the thing. Coach Deb mentioned 4 moments from that morning. Marcus finishing his 50 meters, Poppy touching the bottom, the thank you card, the missing ribbon. 4 things, all equal. But at lunch, Cassie said she saw the look on Poppy's face. Not her about it. Not someone texted her. She saw it. Poppy touching the bottom of that pool happened during open swim. It wasn't posted anywhere. It wasn't announced. It was a little kid doing something for the first time, in the water, on a Tuesday morning, with maybe a handful of people watching. You only know what that looked like if you were standing there. Cassie was standing there. She just forgot that she wasn't supposed to be.